Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shareen. I'm an interior designer in New York City, and in this series we are doing a special take on international influence on design. I hope you enjoyed the video that I did on Panama a little while back, and today we are going to go through Mexico and discuss Tulum. There are a lot of influences that come from different travels and so forth, and I just want to talk through a few of them that would come from Mexico. Mexico's a large country with vast, lavish, sprawling rainforests and beautiful cities and wonderful people. And I think that there's also quite a bit of history there. But what I want to focus on today is the rainforest aspect. We spent some time in a wonderful spa, and surrounded in this space, I was reminded about the fact that everyone likes to put a plant in a space. The number one thing that I would say that you'd want to take away from this is being in a rainforest, you're literally surrounded by plants, which begs the question that maybe one plant isn't enough in your design. The second thing that I would take away from the space is the smell. When you're outside and you're breathing in air from plants and trees or out near the beach, you have a sense of fresh air that is like no other. And in closed spaces, very hard to recreate. What I would recommend is that you take time opening up your windows and airing out your spaces on the regular. Some other options would be to keep air purifiers in your spaces. I personally love the Levoit air purifiers. Another option would be to keep something scented but mildly scented. I'm not a fan of those plugins that go into the wall, but I do enjoy a nice essential oil diffuser here and there in the space, giving off something hinted. One of the gifts that I tend to get clients quite frequently is an Aroma 360. And I love these because they just diffuse a little bit of the essential oil into the air, and it's just a more pure way to get a fresh smell. The third thing that you'll experience out in the rainforest or in these areas is the sounds. There's birds chirping, there are crickets, there are frogs, there's whatever other animals that are surrounded by, and it creates a calming atmosphere. I think that those sounds are amazing. And at one point, when getting a massage inside of this cabana, we had a small rain shower, and the sound of rain or the trickling sounds of water is very calming as well. You'll find in design quite frequently people would put something like an element of water, like a water fountain, or maybe some sort of fish tank that has running water in the background. That is definitely strategic and brings in some of the outdoors. At one of the restaurants that we dined in, there was a beautiful little moat in the front that you had to cross over and step over on these little concrete stones, and you could see the water. The other thing that was interesting is they had sunlight coming into the main hand washing sink outside of the restrooms. So you would go to the restroom, come out of the restroom, then you can wash your hands in the center area that was shared, well lit. And it's amazing because usually you would want to take a picture in some place that's like a restroom, but this was definitely exquisite. The Tulum restaurant also carried a lot of the other elements from the rainforest spa that we spent time in, and having this outdoor space utilizing natural materials throughout was definitely a theme. I'd love to give you a quick tour of one of the Airbnbs that we stayed in for some of the time that we were here, and you can take a look at that now. What elements do you see that are pulled from that rainforest or pulled from that local restaurant? Tulum is a booming city with much to offer, and some of the things that you can take away, like I said, is don't just put one plant, try to incorporate many if you can. focus on the way that it actually smells in the space. And last but not least, if you can get some sort of element of water in there, that might be a fun way to bring the international basis of Mexico and the feeling of Tulum into your space. Thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere on YouTube, but you chose to be with me, and I appreciate that. I will see you next time, Thursday after next. Ciao.